Okay, so for this video, I will just be talking about the pros and the cons of mini twists. I have had these in for a few months now, and I feel like I can really speak to what I like and don't like about them. This is like the new hair journey that I'm going on, so I'm just going to discuss what I have experienced so far. So I'm going to start with the cons, that way I can end on a good note. But I initially did these mini twists. It was kind of by accident. I wasn't really trying to do them, but the cons that I've experienced so far is the amount of time that it takes to retwist. For me, retwisting these mini twists, it could take anywhere from like 3 to 4 hours, and that's about the amount of time that it took me to put them in. Like, I watched 3 movies, so it's almost like 5 hours for me to put them in, and for me to retwist them it's like 3 to 4 hours. That is just a lot of time to be putting into them, which is why I can't do it like every week. It's just not a thing. So that's one thing that I'm not really a fan of, is that it's kind of time consuming when it comes to refreshing them. Another thing that I am not a big fan of is that when it gets frizzy, like, it gets frizzy, and I personally don't care for it when it looks that way. I do and I don't. Like, I could put a headband on it easily in the front, but sometimes it could look like really rough depending on how what I did before it looked like that. Like, one time I washed it and I didn't retwist it right away, and that looked rough. But other than that, it's not that bad, but I just like it when it's fresh. That's probably just me, but I like it when it's fresh. Number 3 is that I wish that they lasted longer for me, because I'm not looking for like that rough around the edges look. I want it to look pretty clean. So for me, I wish that it lasted longer for me, because I feel like I can only wear it 2 weeks or so. I could probably push it to 3, but because I don't want to just put it away and forget about it, like, I want to actually do like a treatment or something on my hair, 2 weeks seems to be the ideal time frame for me to be able to do that and not feel like I should be doing more. So I would say I wish they lasted a little bit longer in a sense, but because it's with just my hair, me wetting it in between those 2 weeks and not doing anything after can be a dangerous well, not dangerous, but it will take my 4-hour retwist probably to 5, and I don't want that. So I wish I could wear them a little longer. Like, when I have Marley twists, I could wear it for like a month, and even if I wet them, it's not as bad because it doesn't really lock up my hair, but the hair for the Marley twist, it can make it a little harder for me to take them out. So similar situation, but I don't feel as scared when I have Marley hair in when I wet it. But yes, it takes, I wish I could wear them a little longer. Another con I would say is the lint. I get lint in my hair, especially if I'm wearing it down. If it's up, I don't have that issue, but if I'm wearing it down, a half up, half down, or I'm constantly wearing it in a state where it's not like all the way controlled, then I get lint in it. And I don't like looking at the lint. It'd be like really intertwined into my hair, and then I have to pick it out. And when I'm picking it out, that leads me to like picking at my ends, so I don't like that. I don't like that it takes away some of my length. Like, the length isn't that bad, because I feel like that's kind of like a pro and a con, but it does definitely make my hair seem a lot shorter than it is, and which isn't the end of the world. It's not like I need people to know how long my hair is, but it's just for me, because, you know, with certain styles, if you not used to it and your hair shrinks up, it's like something you really just have to get used to it, especially if you're used to having your hair like down your back. It's just an adjustment. Any other things that I don't like about it? No, not really. Actually, there's not that many cons. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's not that many cons. So I guess with that being said, we can move into the pros. Okay. So yeah, so for the pros, I would say I like the fact that it's pretty like versatile, whatever. I can wear my hair half up, half down. I can still wear it in 2 braids. I could put it in a bun. I could wear it all down. Like, I am able to wear a different style, so where I don't get tired of the protective style itself. So I do really like that about the mini twist. And I feel like that is why I will be able to keep it longer than any other style that I usually wear, because you could do a style on top of this style, if that makes sense. So that is why I like this style. Another reason why I like it is because I have access to my scalp. Like my scalp, I can see it, I can put oil on it, I can massage it, like I can do what I need to do without feeling like it's gonna take me forever to look decent again, in the sense of I have to wear it like this and then my hair is all big and then I have to force it into a ponytail. It's just, I can easily reach my scalp. I like that. Another thing is that there's not that much tension. For people who have a lot of hair, to pull back your hair or to try and lay it down or do anything like that, it puts a lot of tension on your hair, on your edges, on your kitchen, on whatever. It just buns. I have a way of doing a bun to where it's not as much tension. Can it still pull? Sure, but it's not as bad as me just pulling it back. So I like this because it's not really that much tension on my hair. The only thing I'd be nervous about is like the parts. Like if I keep my hair in these braids and wear it like this all this time, I feel like, you know, after a while your hair like, oh, you don't really need no hair right here. So I don't want that. But I try and switch up the part. Like I had it in the middle part, but it wasn't really a middle part because I can't part straight. But it was a little closer to the center than this one. But I switched it over to this because I want to make sure I don't put too much pressure or anything, because even the scarves can sometimes feel kind of tight right here. But I like the fact that it doesn't have a lot of tension on my hair in general, and whatever the style be. And if, let's say I do feel like it's too much, I can take it down and still have the style in. Another thing that I like, I already said that I could wear it in different ones, is that, let's say even if I do wash it, like my scalp is irritated, I can go in the shower and wash it and put it like in a bun or ponytail. I do be scared that it's gonna mat sometimes, but I have more time in between before I have to like retwist or redo something. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Like I can still put treatments on my hair with my hair like this without losing my parts or the style itself, and I like that. So I never tried henna in my hair with this, but like a hair mask, I could do an overnight mask, a hot oil treatment, like I could do it and my hair stays in the same style. The only ones that I have issues with is towards the front right here because it's looser hair, so they tend to unravel more than any of the other hairs. Another thing that I like about having mini twist is that with the style I can somewhat keep my length. So when it comes to other styles, my hair tends to shrink up or it's just not the same. I don't know, it's just, it takes away from my length. With this I can at least be at like bra strap, and for me it's not a thing of wanting to have long hair, but it's me being used to having long hair. So when I do certain styles and I don't have that, it's like an adjustment. Some styles will come up to here and I've never had my hair this short, so it's like it's an adjustment, and sometimes it being so new to me, it can make me uncomfortable. So that is why I like this, because I can still have somewhat of some length with this style. It's easy to stretch, it's easy to have, so it's, I don't know, it's just easy for me. That's another point. It's easy to stretch. I can stretch my hair easily with this, whether it be these two braids, a bun, and it's fine. It dries easily. So even with these braids, I put these braids in a couple days ago and they're basically dry. For me, my hair will stay wet with regular braids it can be wet for like the whole week. I'll take it out and it's still damp. With this, no, they're basically dry, and I can appreciate that because now I'm not worrying about it smelling or like mildew or mold or whatever in my hair, and I like that. Oh, for me as a natural, even though I've been natural all my life, the only thing I've ever done in my hair is straighten it. I don't feel pressured to straighten my hair to go somewhere. Like I feel like it is a style that I can wear at different events and not feel self-conscious, if that makes sense. Because some styles I don't do well, so I'm like, oh, okay, well, I have this in mind. I'm also that person that tries something new before an event, which is stupid, you shouldn't do, but I do it anyway. So yeah, I like the fact that I can still feel comfortable in going to like a wedding or something with these and not feel pressured by myself. I pressure myself to straighten my hair or wear a specific style to seem, you know, to blend in a little bit more with the crowd. One thing about me is I don't like standing out. Okay, it's too much pressure, anxiety, stress, all that. So I like to be below the radar. But with this, I don't feel like if I get invited to like another wedding, I don't feel the need to straighten my hair. Like, I just don't. I don't feel like I would have to. And I like that. If I go out or like to the club or something, which I don't do often, but every now and then if I'm going somewhere, I don't feel like I would have to straighten my hair or put it into like a style that is more suitable with the outfit, if that makes sense. Another thing is, I fully believe that I can travel with these, and not have an issue. Traveling is sometimes difficult for me with my natural hair because I have had experiences in a sense of like, I went with my hair straight to Korea, and while I was in Korea I decided to wet it because it was so humid. I didn't realize it was as humid as it actually was, and this was back in 2015, so I really have a good handle on my hair in general. So I was struggling out there, and I didn't have any hair products. Trying to get hair products out there that was suitable for my hair, that had slip, it just did not exist. Or if it did, I didn't know where to find it. Like, the ingredients were different. But regardless, between that or going to like another country and going into a waterfall or swimming or something, depending on the style that I have, it may not be the best. I think I went to Thailand. With this style. While I was out there, I couldn't stand it. It was something about it. I think I went to like a waterfall, and it was just like, it was not my greatest experience. So I ended up taking them out and taking out the hair. And when I took out the hair, then I was just out there with my own hair, and they didn't have products either. Like, you would think I would have learned from the first time, but I didn't. So that's another thing. But with these, I feel like I could comfortably travel. I could probably put my hair in a bun if need be. I could do these 2 braids if I feel like it's a little rough, and just not feel the pressure of having to get like some sort of twist or braids to go elsewhere. And I like that because I don't like buying a lot of stuff when it comes to my hair, just because I always gotta buy extra because I got a lot. So that's another thing. Any other pros that I feel is cool? Like, another thing is, when I go to sleep and my hair is like in a bun or something, it's uncomfortable for me. With these, I can take it out and not lose my style. Like, I could take this bun out and easily put it back in. If it was just like my hair, my regular hair in a bun, I would just be uncomfortable throughout the night. But for this, I don't have to worry about that. I am just a fan overall. So far, I am a fan. I like it. I believe that I would continue to like it. And even after me trying it out for a year or so, I think it'll be something that I go back to quite often. But yeah, that's just a few of the pros and cons that I can think of at the moment when it comes to these mini twists. And I'll continue to share my journey on these, but that is all that I have at the moment. So yeah.